Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, red and blue team, and other variations thereof, to Vampire the Masquerade Independence. Tonight, Willy Wobbie, concerned about Charis. Charis? Is it?
Charis.
Charis Vesper. And not having seen her, he gives her a call on her cell phone and to make sure she's alive. Ring, ring, ring.
It'll take about 2 or 3 rings, but she'll answer. Hello?
Hello, this is Willy Wobbie. Is this Miss Vespa?
Yes? Oh, yeah, the guy with the weird name that called me to the park and then disappeared. That guy,
Yes.
right?
Yep. Sorry about that. Had to get going. Anyway, yes, I'd like to invite you to the library, and this time I promise I'll be staying, to go over what's been happening the last few nights. It's a bit concerning.
Okay, give me 5-10 minutes. I'll be there shortly.
Actually, I wanted to know if you could, in case you're being tailed by, certain individuals, if you could try ducking down a few alleys and maybe getting rid of them.
Right. Well, whatever.
Thank you.
The library, right?
Right, near the museum.
Yeah, give me a bit to get rid of this chalk. I'll be there shortly. And then she'll hang up the phone.
Okay.
Yeah, etiquette she does not have. But yeah, so she's going to jog her way over, because she jogs most places, and she's got drive, she's got a car, but she just generally doesn't see the point in using it.
Okay.
And then she's just going to head on over. She'll keep her eye out to see if anyone's following her. But at the speed she's running, she's likely to notice if someone's following her. Because most people wouldn't be running that speed, if you see what I mean.
Uh-huh.
So if they're running the same speed and they're going roughly the same route, she knows that she's being followed. But I'm going to roll a perception alertness roll anyway.
Okay.
To see if she's being followed. Come here, dice stream. There we are.
Come here, dice stream. Be a good little dice stream.
Yeah, dicey, dicey, dice.
Give me lots of 10s tonight.
1 success, so she probably would notice if someone was following her as long as they're not obfuscated. And if they are obfuscated, they're still going to probably have to pass a Dex athletics roll to keep up.
Yeah, probably.
And considering I've got a lot of Dex athletics, do we want to see how many successes they need?
I was going to say, let's see how good your Death Athletics is, just to, and what's your specialty in Dex?
In
And
Dex is
athletics?
feline grace, and in athletics is gymnastics. Neither of which
Hmm.
is relevant to jogging. Wow, I say jogging. She decided to
Although
go all out because she doesn't have to worry about sweating because she's a vampire.
that, and also, I was going to say, you could probably roll to see how easily you weave in and out of pedestrians if you go through a heavily walked area.
She'd probably avoid the heavily populated areas, and I'm not sure how heavily populated they would be at night, a loss of the town.
That's true. Anyway,
And even so, there's usually back alleys or whatever that you can pop down and.
that's true.
But yes,
Anyway,
a bit of dodging. But she'd slow down when there's pedestrians to get around.
mm, well, also it would make obfuscated vampires a little bit more obvious because you'd see all these people go, oh, I want to walk this way, or I want to walk this way for some reason. And
Yep,
it's like, why is everyone splitting up?
yep. But anyway,
Anyway,
so I'm going to make my Dex Athletics roll
alright,
and see how hard it might be for anyone following her to try and keep up.
okay,
But I got ones. But yes, difficulty is probably 6 because that's standard.
alright,
So 1, 2, 3 successes. Not great, but not too bad.
right.
But still, pretty speedy.
Pretty speedy.
Pretty speedy. Slowed down a bit by some of the traffic going on, but yes. Pretty speedy, probably pretty tricky to keep up with.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you had 4 or more successes, it's like I don't even slow down for the street. I just zoom in and out of the cars.
Yeah. But
Anyway,
yeah, so either way, she's there in about 10-15 minutes, despite being what would usually be at least an hour's walk away. But
okay,
an hour's walk to 15-minute run.
all right.
For most people, it'd
Anyway,
probably be more like half an hour's jog kind of thing. But yeah.
mm-hmm.
Anyway, she arrives. That's the important thing.
Right. Anyway, the library door is slightly open, and it's an old building. It's looks like a turn of the century, maybe a little bit older library, and you'll notice that only one light is on. It, it looks like one lamp is trying to light a hole. Is only shining through this big building.
She'll head towards the light.
Okay. It's at a table. It looks like a sort of a desk lamp, and Willie is sitting at one of the tables, and there's another chair across from him, and the rest seem to be still up on the table. It looks like someone's been dusting a little bit, but it's not completely clean yet or renovated. So,
And she will slouch casually but surprisingly gracefully into one of the chairs.
and Willie will smile. Good evening. I see you took no. You didn't take your time getting here. That's good. Anyway, so what have you heard? What's the last thing you heard?
There was supposed to be a big hoo-ha on, didn't end up happening or something. Everyone went over and hung out at this guy's shop. I don't know, just stuff.
Well, the big hoo-ha, is that supposed to be like a big gathering at the museum?
Yeah, that one.
Ooh, you missed quite a party, and by party I mean a fight. The Assamites somehow infiltrated the museum and poisoned the
Assamites, the assassiny ones. I remember because their name sounds the same.
yes, the Middle Eastern assassins.
So who were they there to kill?
Pretty much all of us. I think they were after Logan, but I think they would have basically killed anyone they could have gotten their hands on. And unfortunately, I did not figure out in time that our blood that we were going to drink for the occasion was poisoned before half the people had already drunk it. So, yeah. Fun. And basically, do you remember a individual named Cross was coming to the city?
Maybe?
Okay.
There's lots of names being thrown around. Was he the prince's hubby or whatever?
Yes, something like that. They do seem kind of close, and Eve does call him Daddy. So yes, he arrived and blew the Assamites' heads off and set one of them on fire.
Well, that's helpful.
Yeah, although I don't think the Assamite took or died, although I'm pretty sure he was fairly damaged from that. But anyway, he seems a good sort.
Vampires take a licking, keep on ticking.
Right. Anyway, it seems there are a couple. There are about 4 more in the city, but we don't know where they are. And we had a interesting foray. We had an interesting encounter at a abandoned pizzeria where the Assamites used to be based. Do you believe in ghosts?
She shrugs. Well, there's vampires and all that, so maybe.
Yeah.
Never really thought about it much, to be honest.
Well, ghosts are real.
Okay.
We just saw one, and do you remember Mitch Maverick?
The guy with the really big hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
He basically got the spirit to tell us that she wants the head of the Assamites, well, the leader of the Assamites in the city, dead.
Who does? The prince woman?
Ghost.
Oh, the ghost.
Yes. Apparently it's
Okay.
a little upset about being killed in a ritualistic manner for Assamite magic.
Right. So, can Casper, the friendly ghost or whatever, find them for us?
I don't know, but it definitely did not seem too friendly. Unless we find someone with the ability to control ghosts, I think we've received about as much help as we can get from that pizzeria. We
Well,
found some
maybe
VHSs.
if you're talking about controlling it, it's been friggin' murdered and whatever. So, I don't know. Try showing some respect.
Oh, I did. Trust me, I did. I think it is. I'm not sure whether it's stuck
So,
in
can we
the
see
new.
ghosts? Like,
Only if
normally? I would have
they
thought there'd be
should.
more around.
Uh, I don't know. This specter materialized before us.
Okay.
So, yeah. And this, I don't know what the specter's powers are. I
So,
don't.
is that everything? It sounds some people around that want to kill this guy, is he the Ventry one?
Huh?
Who's the guy that they want to kill?
Logan.
Who's he again?
He's the Bruja. He, trying to remember if you saw him. He talks a lot, and he's the one that Robin seems a little aloof to when he's in the room. The Prince Lady.
She shrugs.
Hmm.
So, did they kind of want to kill everyone else because they like killing people, or because they were getting in the way, or because they thought, why
Um,
the hell not while we're here?
I believe it's because we're Camarilla, and well, yeah, Logan's kind of sided with us, and well, I'm guessing they're thinking, well, while we're here, why not just kill another batch of Camarilla?
Right.
And if you're thinking about why don't we just give Logan up and they'll go away, apparently that doesn't work. Uh, Apparently it's the old U.S. A's, we don't make deals with terrorists. Uh,
She'll shrug.
apparently, apparently, if we give in, they'll just see it as weakness and come walking all over us. Hmm. I don't know. Killing you think killing 6 of them at one sitting would make them want to run away, but apparently not.
So,
No.
why do they want him?
Oh, apparently he was a bad boy and took something that wasn't his when he left.
So, Why don't we give that back? Go, no, you can't have him, but you can have this thingamajig he shouldn't have had anyway.
Well, it's not so much a thingamajig as a large bit of cash. And I think from the way I heard it, his sire stole it from his family after killing his family, or before killing his family. And he feels that the money belongs to him, rightfully.
And they feel it belongs to his sire?
Well, that and probably the which tradition is that where your children is basically your own type thing. I think his sire also feels that he is also her property.
Right.
You know what I mean? You also have to remember we're dealing with Sabat here. They are
right.
Not exactly
the fanatical fire people. Yeah.
Right.
Well, somebody's in a mess.
Yes. I'm guessing the best we can hope for is to end the Assamite menace and get rid of either get them to run away or end them.
Right. And not go drinking poison blood. That's just stupid.
Yes. Well, that's the thing. Everyone was drinking these champagne glasses filled with blood that were supposedly from the prince's private stock, but the Assamites had infiltrated the party as servers.
Right, so why the frig would you drink blood that someone else has given you, even if they are the prince?
Don't look afraid, blood horse in the mouth?
Right, so, yeah.
We know each of us have at least expend a little bit to wake up each morning, and it can get a little tiring hunting down poor unfortunate individual to I know we don't have to kill them, but it gets tiring trying to stay at full every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, get a few volunteers.
Volunteers would be nice, but then you have to figure out, are they trustworthy? Can they keep the masquerade? That type of thing. Ugh. It comes with its own hassles. So, So, how are you doing in the city?
Well, I haven't been drinking any poison blood lately. Just settling in.
I heard you were trying to make a gym or something?
Yeah, we're all set up now. Bringing in some of the people. Yeah, equipment. I mean, it takes a couple of days to get it all set up, but once you've got it set up, it's pretty much go, go, go. Had to get the floor sprung in one half of the area, but other than that,
Good.
most of it's on wheels anyway. Locked into position.
And of course, a nice place to zonk out at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Good. So, if that's all,
well, what have you been doing? Like, cozying up in the library or whatever?
Yes. Books are, even with the proliferation of computers, they haven't turned all the books into PDFs quite yet.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Books are good.
Also, bookshelves folding out are, it might be an oldie, but it's always a classic.
Yeah. Shrug.
I don't know, I'm pretty sure if you wanted, you could have a hidden room behind one of those mirrors that I think are prevalent in gymnasiums these days.
Not the kind of gym that we were in.
Oh.
Yeah, you're thinking what, weight machines and stuff?
Yeah.
I am talking bars. I'm talking uneven bars. I'm talking floor exercise. We've got some of the rings. We've got balance beams.
Oh.
Even bars for the boys. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to be a bigger, more omni gymnasium type thing. And I thought weight training was also important in gymnastics.
Yeah, but why not do headstand push-ups?
Well, one, I don't know about headstand push-ups, so...
Yeah, you need strength, but it's kind of muscular potential. Well, let's just say it's all about getting yourself up, moving. And yeah, we do have some weights, but they're not still weights. You've got ankle weights, wrist weights. Do pull-ups at the uneven bars. Headstands. Okay. Climb ropes. It's more about flexibility than deadlifting. You should pop by sometime. See if we can up your flexibility a bit.
Actually, that seems to be the one area I don't have a problem with. I seem good at in the issue with the vampires. I saw with the Asmites, my dexterity is not an issue. It's my beginning punching power, as it were.
hooked up a couple of punching bags in the back. They're not on the main floor, but since my change and so forth, it's been good to keep on top of stuff. A little bit of kickboxing can go a long way.
That's one thing that I've also found interesting. Do you find weight training to be able to actually improve the vampiric body? Because I thought we were held in a state of stasis.
Chill shrug. To be fair, I was in a pretty high state of fitness at the time, so not really sure, but I've certainly learned some more kind of moves. Like I said, hooked up a punching bag, got a bit of practice in. Go from there.
That could work. And maybe if I walk around with some weights attached, it'll build up my strength. Anyway, but I'll have to see. Anyway, I assume that your gymnasium is where in town?
Oh, it's out near the outskirts, and she'll give you the address.
Okay.
Which is indeed quite far out.
Yeah. I assume that the construction noise is quite annoying when you're trying to work out.
It's not too bad.
Well, if you could, I assume if you could be kept awake by noise, as it were, you'd have a hard time sleeping during the day, because that seems to be an area of heavy built construction.
Well, we've got a good 30 foot round the outside of the building. I mean, there is noise that's going on, don't get me wrong, but most of it's down the street.
Okay, good. Anyway, well...
let's just say that the construction is likely moving, and a couple of months ago it would have been right where her building is. But that was a couple of months ago. Now they're building down the street from her.
Anyway, a bit of caution. When you leave here, in case they have my place staked out instead of yours, make sure no one is following you home, as it were. Although I don't think they have enough operatives to keep tags on all of us, as it were, but best to be cautious, right?
Yeah. Makes sense.
And another probably good idea. Don't invite Logan to your home, as it were. That is
Wasn't
probably
planning on it.
Okay. That is probably the one person they are following, if they are, because well, he seems to still be the main target. Although they may have backed off from that, because he has taken down, from what I heard, 2 of their operatives, almost single-handed. Oh, that's another thing. I take it you are good at, in the martial sense, punching and kicking?
Yeah, to an extent.
Hmm.
Been working on it.
Are you any good at aiming a gun, as it were?
Never really tried.
Hmm.
If I
You
bothered
might want to
learning,
buff up.
probably.
Hmm. You might want to get some training on that, because, well, I guess it's better to keep them at farther than arm, or hit them from farther than arm's distance, as it were, because they seem
Yeah, but shooting doesn't really do a lot to our kind.
true. Unless you aim for the head, that still hurts.
A bit.
Anyway, if you do encounter them, do be careful. They seem to like to stab people, and it can hurt. Hmm.
Yeah. Stabbing's not really the most effective thing. More effective than shooting, definitely. But I mean, you got to do more than just stab. You also have to kind
Well,
of slice.
that's the thing. They have this blood ability. You remember how they poisoned our blood? It wasn't with like an actual poison. It was with tainted. It, it, how do I describe this? Assamites have some sort of ability in their blood where they can basically damage you with it.
Yeah, well,
Uh,
we'll see, but I severely doubt they're going to bother with me.
mm, well, anyway, just fair warning. The first Assamite I encountered, his blade seemed to be coated in something that I got the intention, or I got the feeling would have ate through me if it had gotten on me uh, a little quicker than stomach acid.
Nasty.
Yes. Anyway, um, just be careful and try and keep yourself safe and
I've got
on
plenty
a.
to keep me busy that won't go kicking up any ants' nests.
All right. Uh, as I said, just keep a low profile. And anyway, enjoy your evening, and I hope you meet can be at the next Elysium.
Yeah, I hope so. Pretty much
Uh,
depends when they put it, doesn't it?
yes.
But I doubt they'll care much if I show up or not.
Well, not all of us are such a snobby individuals towards the clanless. Uh,
I
I
kind
have
of
to.
just meant that with it all being melodrama about he's with her and so's related to so and so forth, so probably wouldn't even notice whether I was there or not.
Oh, well, well, there is that too. But I do have to say, I do envy you at times. Having a huge clan standing over you can be a burden.
Yeah,
Even,
well,
e-
it's nothing new, standing on your own. And at the same time, having people that have your back. But, but I can kind of, well, no, I don't really get what you're talking about, but, stuff.
well, did you come from a big family?
No, no, just the two of us.
Mm, well, think of a clan. Uh, think of a clan as. Ooh, did you get a good idea what team sports was like?
Not really. Well, I mean, we have a team, but everyone does their own thing.
Okay. Um,
I mean, gymnastics is kind of team, but you're the only one that's out there at the time. It's not like we did rhythmic. You can probably hear those rhythmic.
um, well, you're sort of not working with anyone, but everyone is concerned about your ability to do your ability, right?
Yeah, that's true. I
Okay.
mean, you've got your family, you've got your coach, you've got your kind of teammates, all that stuff.
All right. Well, let's just say a clan can be sort of like that, but uh, some clans are more so like that than others. Like, uh, they can be really concerned about your abilities and try and mold you into exactly what they want.
Yeah, well, there's exactly what they want, and there's exactly what you can be.
Right. But
It's important
sometimes,
to push yourself.
right. I'm just saying, there's also a bunch of rules, and if you don't follow the rules exactly, there can be certain consequences and that sort of thing.
Yeah, discipline's important.
Hmm. Yeah, but I don't know if you know some of the. How much do you know about our condition and what the blood does and everything?
Um, well, got the rules, got the gist of stuff, figured out what I can do.
Well,
Got enough to be going on with.
you obviously know why it's a important uh, to think about having sort of why I didn't drink the blood that was offered right away and tested it, right? Before I drank it. Um, well, that's how I found out it was poisoned, and unfortunately, I wasn't fast enough to stop everyone. That is sort of the reason why you uh, have to be careful to be certain about what you're given, right?
Yeah.
And you obviously would think long and hard before, I don't know, drinking the blood of another vampire.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do know about the bond it can form.
Yeah, my sire mentioned that one. Something about don't go drinking from other vampires because some vampires' blood can make you like addicted to them and kind of weird shit.
Right. Well, the addiction to vampire blood isn't. That only comes if you feed quite often from other vampires. But a big thing about the blood bond, it can change your emotions to someone.
Yeah, like I said, addicted to them, and then you end up kind of obsessed.
Yeah, to a degree. It also makes it so that they can manipulate you a lot better, or easily, so to speak. But anyway, I'm just saying, let's say that certain clans, that type of behavior, are not that exact behavior, but you're expected to be loyal to the clan, uh, and they sort of initially make sure you have a connection to it.
Okay.
Although, um, although you can learn, I assume you know the disciplines.
Some of them?
Mm. You can learn disciplines from another vampire, but you have to drink a little of their blood to learn them. It's only once, though, so it's not a huge thing like doing it several times.
Well, apparently it's anyone's guess what disciplines I'll end up with, so, you know. Whatever.
So I was going to say, you you don't know the full extent of your powers?
I know what I've got, but apparently people have like 3. I've only got 2 at the moment, so, you know.
Well, we sort of have each clan is sort of favorable to 3
Yeah,
abilities.
3 that you can kind of learn naturally without anyone having to teach you. And like I said, I've only got the 2, so presumably a third one will show up at some point.
Actually, as I understand, clanless, they basically learn disciplines a little. It's a little harder for them, but a little easier for them as well. They uh, they don't take it like if you were to be like a Bruja, uh, you could be you could learn celerity and presence quite quickly, but as a clanless, you could learn celerity a little quicker than, say, I could.
Okay.
Anyway, so if I may ask, because I am always interested in maybe expanding my power base, um, as it were, what disciplines do you have?
see if I can translate them. Because I learned them in Romanian. Stamina and power. Probably the best translations.
You learned them in
Basically,
Russian?
I can hit shit and get hit.
Ah. Well, given your ability to be extremely flexible, I thought your body would naturally manifest the ability of celerity. But, well, I think if anyone else were to ask you, you would have the abilities of potence and fortitude.
Yeah, the fortitude, stamina, both. Yeah, and potence is its power. Like I said, I
Right.
had to translate them from Romanian, so inexact.
Hmm. Um, was your sire Romanian?
Yeah.
Oh. Hmm. So he did stick around at least long enough to teach you some things.
Yeah, the basic rules, so forth. Then I had a flight that I had to catch. Well, I was due back here by the end of the month.
Huh. Um, I'm surprised he let you come back. Well, you know, um, it being all.
This was a few years ago, mind you.
Yeah, but did he accidentally drink too much from you, or were you an accident? Or because if it was a conscious decision to turn you, I thought he'd have more of an interest in keeping you around, as it were.
He said that sometimes strength deserves preservation, or something along those lines. And about grace and power and stuff.
Hmm.
Basically, he watched me perform and was impressed. That seemed to be the gist of it.
Well, I hope he doesn't go along around embracing everyone that impresses him, because it's can be very taxing, uh, as I hear. But hmm,
See, I heard
really?
different people have different attitudes and stuff.
Hmm. I was going to say, given the rule on progeny, did he break that or what?
No, he had permission from
Hmm.
his sire and his grandsire. At least he said he did.
Hmm. As I said, I don't know, to give something like that and to let you go only after a month. It seems,
It's not like I'm not a fast learner.
yeah, but still, you know how if you were to invest in something, uh, you would want to pay out, or So you'd want a physical game. Most vampires wouldn't be so willy-nilly with their chance to embrace, as it were.
Okay.
So, anyway, sorry, I seem to have gotten off on a tangent, finding out about you, but, you are a most interesting sort, and it's, good to know that you know Romanian.
Well, I'm not the best trained as a Romanian.
Hmm, I didn't know that. Then again, gymnastic has never been my thing. Oh well. um, anyway, you should stop by the hearth sometime. It seems to be the,
Yeah, the guy with the
area,
sunglasses that fell over himself. That one. Yeah. With all
yeah,
the smelly incense stuff everywhere.
right. Um, that seems to be where everyone, gets together.
I'll bear that in mind.
Well, have fun, and, I'll stay in touch. Uh, have a, good evening.
Okay, well, you've got my phone number if I'm needed for anything, or if you want to let me know if this Elysium thing is happening again.
Will do. Will do.
Have fun and enjoy your sliding bookshelves and everything. And
Sweet.
there, as Charis jogs off into the night, I think the scene will end.